What would you do if you woke up one day with the ability that you don't even know how to control? That's pretty much the concept of the Life is Strange games. If you know me, Life is Strange is one of my favorite video game series strictly because they are so narrative driven. They have come out with 3 heavy narrative focused video games. The first one we will come back to because it has a lot to do with this new game coming out. But Life is Strange 2, which is my personal favorite, follows brothers Sean and Daniel Diaz as they flee their home in Seattle after a tragic incident involving their powers. The little brother Daniel can manipulate objects with his mind. The brothers embark on a journey to Mexico, navigating challenges of survival, their relationship, and consequences of Daniel's abilities. Themes of family, responsibility, and societal issues are central to their story.
Okay, step away, now!
Calm down, officer!
Shut up! On the ground, now!
In the newest one, Life is Strange True Colors, players control Alex Cheng, a young woman with the power to sense and manipulate emotions through touch. After reuniting her with her brother Gabe in the town of Haven Springs, Alex investigates his mysterious death and uncovers dark secrets about the town while forming meaningful connections. And both games emphasize the importance of choice, emotional bonds, and the impact of one's powers on personal and social dynamics. So if you haven't played the first Life is Strange game, there may be spoilers in this video just in case you did want to go back and play it, so be aware. Although I'm pretty sure if you're going to play this new game, you probably played the first game, but hey, I don't want to assume. In the first Life is Strange game, players follow a character named Max, a high school student who discovers she has the ability to rewind time after witnessing her friend Chloe Price being shot. Set in this fictional town of Arcadia Bay, the game explores themes of friendship, again choice, and the consequences of one's actions. As Max navigates her relationship and uncovers dark secrets about her school and town, she grapples with the moral implications of her powers. This narrative is extremely emotional, blending coming-of-age elements with supernatural twists. This new game, Double Exposure, looks to be quite the emotional whirlwind the series has been known for. Before we get into the story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for all the gaming news, reviews, and analysis, and don't forget to hit that notification bell. Thanks.
And after years on the road, I found new friends.
Moses has hypothermia.
But that night turned my life upside down.
Life is Strange Double Exposure will see us take on the character Max once again. Said to now be a photographer in residence at the prestigious Caledon University, where she comes to make a fresh start. Things take a turn when Max finds her closest friend Safi dead in the snow. In order to save her from being murdered, Max decides to try using her rewind powers, which she hasn't used in years, only to somehow open up the way to a parallel timeline. In one timeline, Safi is dead, and the other one, she's not. Even so, in both versions of the reality, the murderer threatens to strike again, so it's up to us to prevent the murders from happening in both timelines. The writers say that bringing back Max has not been an easy decision because, I guess everybody just already has this idea of Max in their head, and it's hard to compete. But ultimately, obviously they decided to bring her back, and a lot of people are pretty happy about it. But will the game hold up? We'll have to see.
This is my storm! I caused this! I caused all of this! I changed fate and destiny so much that I actually did alter the course of everything! And all I really created was just death and destruction!
One major question that a lot of fans are having after the initial reveal was how Double Exposure would address the ending of the original Life is Strange game. In the conclusion of Life is Strange, Max faces a heart-wrenching choice to save Chloe, who has been fatally injured in a confrontation with Nathan Prescott, or to sacrifice her in order to prevent a catastrophic storm threatening Arcadia Bay, which is basically the town they live in. Choosing to save Chloe leads to a devastating realization that their survival causes widespread destruction, while sacrificing Chloe allows the town to be saved but results in Max losing her closest friend. The game ends with Max and Chloe's emotional farewell as Max rewinds time to create a timeline where Chloe dies, leaving her with the painful memory of their friendship and the weight of her choices. This again emphasizes themes of loss, sacrifice, and the impact of decisions on the lives of those we love. Even if you've heard this ending and you have not played the game, I still think you should go back and play it. It's definitely worth the play. Jonathan Stoddard, the video game's director, explained that Max's new adventure will respect both endings, so I'm really curious to see how they play that out. He says there's no canon ending in our book to the first game. Double Exposure will respect both endings in Max's thoughts, her journal, her SMSs, her interactions with other characters, what she opts to reveal about her past to new friends. Is all reflective of that final choice. So I'm wondering if they just figured out a way to like write around it, or do they give us a choice in the beginning to select what choice that we had before then. The Life is Strange Double Exposure gameplay is not straying far away from what the other games had before. It's gonna pretty much stick to the same formula. You'll take control of the returning Max and lead her into another supernatural mystery, chapter by chapter. You'll need to make difficult choices with far-reaching consequences. Naturally, some things have changed since we last saw Max. Of course, that's what time does. For starters, her time rewind powers have been replaced with a shift ability, allowing her to open up the way to a parallel timeline and explore two versions of reality that she finds herself in at the university. Narrative director Felis Khan describes the shift ability as kind of an evolution of her rewind power, and the reason behind that is at the heart of the story. That's what he says, at least. Khan also explained that Max hasn't used her rewind power because of the trauma she has experienced using it in the past in Arcadia Bay, and that's understandable. Alongside that, the ability to shift, she also has a pulse power which allows her to detect spots in either timeline where she could shift between realities, and also see a glimpse of other people and key objects across both timelines to piece together events or clues. With this change in powers, this also means that they made a sweeping alteration to your ability to second guess yourself. Again, game director Jonathan tells us that this time around, Max has got to commit to those choices. She doesn't have the option to just rewind and try the path again. And so there's a lot more weight every time we do throw up one of those major decision points, and you have to really commit to one, knowing that you cannot go back to take a second stab at it. So it sounds like the gameplay is going to be a little bit harder and your choices are going to be a little bit more serious. But I like that. I think he's gonna add some stakes to the game.
Hang on. Parallel world?
There's a world parallel to this one that I can access.
If you get the Life is Strange Double Exposure pre-order, you'll be able to jump into Max Caulfield's new adventures 2 weeks early. If you go ahead and purchase the Ultimate Edition for $80, which will be on PC, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, you'll gain access to Life is Strange Double Exposure Early Access period commences on October 15th. This will let you play through the first 2 chapters of the game, and then you'll need to wait until October 29th to access the rest of it. Yeah, I remember this game usually does drop in chapters, so I don't know if it's just a thing they're just going to release it all at once or what. That's what it sounds like, at least. But I am so excited for this game to come out. Like I said, I love all of the Life is Strange games, with my favorite again being the second one. I remember when the first game came out, that was really good, but I think another company was in control of it at first and then they got bought out. But so excited to see what this new game entails. Don't forget to let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and like, share, and subscribe for all the gaming news, reviews, and analysis. Pause for now, play forever. AK out.